My list for 2017 is all about supplier engagement. What is clear to me is that that's our core activity. We are a distributor of building products. We no longer should be just thinking about our internal impact. We need to think more and more about the life cycle of the products. We've clearly started to do that. We measure our scope 3 carbon emissions, our scope 3 water emissions, our scope 3 waste. But measuring is one thing. Now we need to get into some action and we need to work out what that looks like.
Now, old solutions won't actually deliver the right solutions for the future that we all agree that we want. So now it is about partnering with the unlikely, and I heard this morning as well, it's about being open-minded, flexible to build resilience. And this is about hanging out with those you might not know, or maybe you don't even like, and find commonality. So for me, I think going forward, and I think also in the past year, the big focus has been climate agenda, of course, reducing emissions, but also working with others to bring that, accelerate emission reductions, and also to provide more societal benefit.
We're shaping our strategic agenda, working on our new goals, and we are linking it to the SDGs. So on top of my priorities is the way that we are going to report and measure, and to be sure we are really able to embed our goals into the international language of the SDGs, so we can prove that we are making a true contribution.
One is we have to keep the momentum to really interpret sustainability along the whole value chain. And this is really a very complex objective which we have, and we need a lot of good colleagues also in our own organization to work with us on that. Then second is that we are now working on the next generation of BMW i, and we want to make it as sustainable as the previous ones with the i3 and i8. So this is the second. And the third one is we have had a really successful year 2016 from a sustainability, or from a BMW point of view, but also from a sustainability point of view. So we are perceived as number one. And you know, becoming number one is difficult, but staying number one is even more demanding.
Top of my list this year is probably getting to grips with natural capital. The more that we think about the business as a whole, so Grosvenor Estate is the property business, which is what I'm talking about today, but it's also Wheat Chief Investments, which is around energy and food security, and it's also our rural estates. And actually one thing that seems to transcend all of them is really the appropriateness of natural capital in many ways as a way to think about how those businesses impact and how we value the outputs of those businesses. So that's my sort of key challenge this year, I think.